How many times have you thought about giving up when things got hard? How many times did you believe it was no longer worth insisting? That maybe that dream wasn't meant for you? Thomas Edison, one of the greatest inventors in history, said something that may sound simple but carries a deep truth. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The surest way to succeed is always to try just one more time. He knew what he was talking about. Edison failed hundreds, maybe thousands of times before he managed to develop his inventions. But he never saw those failures as defeat. For him, each attempt was just one step closer to success. And that's a lesson few people understand. Because it's easy to start full of enthusiasm, full of energy. The hard part is to keep going when the first obstacles appear. The hard part is to persist when the results don't come as quickly as you'd like. But let me ask you, isn't giving up exactly what separates those who win from those who fall behind? The truth is that success rarely comes on the first try. It's born from persistence, from the courage to try just one more time when everything seems lost. It's in that extra step where many give up and few succeed. Maybe you're exactly at that point right now. Maybe you're tired, frustrated, thinking about quitting everything. But what if victory is just one attempt away? What if, by stopping today, you're letting slip the chance that could change your life tomorrow? How many projects in the world ceased to exist because someone gave up too soon? How many success stories were never told because someone believed it was impossible to keep going? And what if you're no different? Often, we don't give up because we're weak, but because we forget that difficulties are part of the process. Edison failed so many times he could have quit. But when people asked him about it, he would say, "I have not failed. I've just found several ways that won't work." Quote. That mindset made him one of the greatest inventors who ever lived. And you, how have you been interpreting your failed attempts? As failures or as lessons? Could it be that you're seeing obstacles as insurmountable walls, when in fact, they're just steps to climb higher? Think about it. Every attempt teaches you something. Every mistake reveals a path that doesn't work, but also brings you closer to the one that does. So why stop? Why give up right when every effort you've made is about to create the result you've been waiting for? Maybe you say, "But I've already tried so many times." And the question is, what if just one more was enough? Are you willing to pay the price of giving up, knowing that victory might be right there, within reach of one last effort? The truth is that continuing takes courage. It takes faith in yourself. It takes patience. But giving up requires only one thing: letting go of the future you could have achieved. And you need to decide, what hurts more, to keep trying, or to live the rest of your life asking yourself, what if I had insisted? Never underestimate the power of continuing. Sometimes victory is just one effort away. Sometimes what separates you from achievement is exactly that decision to try one more time. Think about how many people throughout history only reached the top because they didn't give up. How many times was Nelson Mandela rejected before becoming president? How many publishers said no to J.K. Rowling before Harry Potter became a worldwide phenomenon? How many no's did Oprah Winfrey hear before becoming one of the greatest communicators on the planet? All these stories have something in common: persistence. They proved that giving up too soon would have been signing the sentence of an ordinary life. And you, what are you choosing today? Persistence or giving up? Maybe you feel like the world doesn't recognize your effort. Maybe you feel like no one sees how hard you fight. But believe this, every effort counts, even the ones that seem invisible. Every attempt is building something inside you, strengthening your discipline, shaping your courage, and at the right moment, all that accumulated effort will turn into results. You don't need luck, you need persistence. You don't need applause, you need conviction. You don't need everyone to believe. You just need to not give up. Remember, Edison wasn't recognized for his first attempt, but for his last, the one that worked. And if you persist, the same will happen to you. The world won't remember how many times you failed. It will remember the moment you finally succeeded. Maybe you feel like the world doesn't recognize your effort. Maybe you feel like no one sees how hard you fight. But believe this, every effort counts, even the ones that seem invisible. Every attempt is building something inside you, strengthening your discipline, shaping your courage, and at the right moment, all that accumulated effort will turn into results. You don't need luck, you need persistence. You don't need applause, you need conviction. You don't need everyone to believe. You just need to not give up. Remember, Edison wasn't recognized for his first attempt, but for his last, the one that worked. And if you persist, the same will happen to you. The world won't remember how many times you failed. It will remember the moment you finally succeeded. So I ask you, are you going to stop now? Are you going to give up everything you've already built just because the road seems hard? Or are you going to decide to try one more time? The choice is yours, but never forget, success is hidden exactly in the step where many give up. And if you're able to take that step, you'll discover that victory was always closer than you imagined. And before we finish, share this video with a friend and subscribe to our channel. Here, you'll always find reflections to help you in your daily life. See you next time.